These are the worst school punishments. Starting with the dunce cap. The dunce cap was used to shame unruly students and make them feel worthless. Adam, you have one of those, right?
I don't think Adam has one, but it looks like he needs one right now.
Adam needs something right now.
All right, what's number one? The dunce cup. Oh gosh, that's crazy.
Oh my god, Adam is so dumb, dude. Please, Jack, we gotta buy him one of these, and he needs to wear it all the time.
Alec, a
Editors,
dunce cup wouldn't even fit on your head. You're
Put a
so
dunce
big.
cap on Adam, please. Then Alec, go into number 2.
Number 2 is still zero doll. And it's detention. Detention is a punishment where students are required to be in an undesirable place, oftentimes after school as well. So you kind of have to stay after, and it's not fun.
Have you guys ever got real detention?
I did twice, yeah.
I did. I got lunch detention, which meant that I just had to stay during lunch and then help clean up after lunch.
Sounds awesome. You get all the free food.
No, I just had to throw it away.
At our school, some of the students for 1 week had to clean up the entire cafeteria after lunch. And there was one day I skipped it on accident. I just didn't realize I was on lunch duty. And so I got detention. And then I had to stay after school for like an hour and clean up some like stuff in the library. Not fun.
I actually got suspended one time and I couldn't come into school for 2 days. I won't say why, but you just stay in
It's
school,
true.
kids.
You dirty dog.
Yeah,
So-
Jack was he was a bad
No,
boy.
no, it was a misunderstanding, guys.
Yeah, misunderstanding.
Comment down below what you think he did. I'm gonna heart the comment that's right. Okay, next up we have chopping off hair. In Western countries, this is now considered assault. Yeah, that's
That
true.
is 0.1 doll, which is from the Department of Labor. It is a unit of pain. So it's how much pain and embarrassment that the thing causes.
Okay,
So
I
this is
was
pretty
wondering
low.
what that was. Thank you,
Yeah,
Jack.
it's really not too painful to
It's
get a
more mental
haircut.
pain.
Sometimes though, your barber might, cut you a little bit or whatever it might be. So it's not too painful. It's just more embarrassing than anything else.
That's crazy.
feel like-
It's now considered assault? Are you
Well,
serious?
I feel like it kind of depends on how much hair you're chopping off, right? If somebody buzzes my entire head, that might be a 10 on the Dole scale for me. This doesn't grow back
No,
easy.
no. Dole is like pain.
Yeah,
Pain-wise.
I think it's just
I know.
pain, like physical
like
pain.
physical pain.
Yeah. Physical, emotional, mental. And that causes all sorts of pain for some people.
You're crazy.
Next up, 0.3 on the Dole scale, tickled with a feather. The body movements of someone being tickled are the same as someone in pain. Did you guys know that?
That's such a
What?
weird fact. No, I don't think it is at all. Like when I'm getting tickled, I'm like this. But when I'm
It
in
actually
pain-
is. It's an evolutionary response that it kind of mixes together pain with pleasure. Do you know how pain and pleasure are sometimes closely related in the internal system of the body?
Wow,
so getting
speak for
tickled
yourself, Jack.
is
Speak for
something-
You little
yourself.
freaky boy.
No, it's
You little
for
freaky boy,
everybody.
Jackie.
It's for everybody, guys. That's why when you get tickled, your body starts to shake uncontrollably because it's a fear response to
I
what's
don't
happening
shake
to you.
uncontrollably when I stub my toe, though. I grab my toe, I look at it, and I think about licking it, but I don't. But that's not what happens when someone tickles my toe.
We're discovering like a crazy side of Jack today. Detention. He likes to get tickled,
told you.
pleasure and pain.
Back in his
no, I didn't
heyday.
say I like it. No, I'm just saying
Jack
that
is a crazy
the tickle
little
thing
boy.
is weird.
Let's move on before it gets too weird. Jack's having a day.
I just read the fact.
I'm so glad I went to a different school than you guys. This is crazy.
Nah, you missed out, Adam. You
You're
really
like a
missed
sweaty
out.
elephant right now.
All right, next up we have our highest doll so far, 0.5, which is called gating. I've never heard of this before, but it is one who has been gated is not permitted to leave the establishment.
Oh.
That
It's like a
sounds a
Mr.
lot
Beast
like
challenge.
detention to me.
It's kind of like detention, but even worse, because what if you have to stay there for like multiple days?
Overnight.
Oh,
Yeah,
wow.
that
How is that
turns
even
into
legal?
prison.
prison.
It's like kidnapping. That sounds terrible.
Some people, and I don't want to point any fingers, some people do this willingly. Some people don't leave the house for days.
Well, yeah.
Yeah, who would do that? That's like
Not
weird.
me. Nah, not
Like
me,
it
guys.
sounds so terrible to just like play video games and eat pizza for 4 days straight and never leave a room. That's that's so stupid.
Check
Leave
out
a like
Alex
on today's
100
video.
days videos.
Leave a like on today's video if you guys would never do that.
Next up is 0.5 on the Dole scale. It's called a Karzer. A Karzer was a designated lockup room to incarcerate students as a punishment.
Yeah. This must have been from the olden days because I don't remember this being in my school. Comment down below if you guys have this in your school? I don't remember there being like a prison inside of my school.
Yeah, I think just punishments back in the day, not just in school, but in general, were much more severe. Like the guillotine, for example. That was common practice back in the day.
In schools? Are we going to see that
wait,
later?
no,
Alec, we're talking about school punishments, Alec. There was no guillotine.
Dude, imagine
no.
later if we see like
Let me
hangings
finish!
or punching in the face.
That was in the middle of my sentence and you're both starting to
Spankies.
yell at me! My point was, I think society in general, back in the day, was just much more harsh with punishments in general. And so that probably also translated into school. Adam, mute your phone!
Turn off your phone, Adam, or else
Sorry.
we're gonna put you in a carcer.
That was my girl. She texted me. She said what's up. You know how it be.
It's our mom. I know, because she's texting me too.
Oh, you're in that
She
group
texted
chat?
me 3.
Yes. Next up, ladies and gentlemen, 0.9 on the Dole scale, wearing a sign. A rope hanging around your neck can give you the feel of weak pain.
What are these
Also,
random facts?
if they put it around your neck and on the sign, it says dunce or dummy or nincompoop. That could be
dirt
pretty
boy.
embarrassing.
I think they
Yeah,
should do
again,
that.
embarrassing.
For anyone who like fails an exam, they should have that student wear that for like the next week.
just says,
that would
"Loser."
incentivize people not to fail.
Idiot.
It would,
Yeah,
it would
just
work on
says
me. I
idiot.
would not want to wear that sign.
Low IQ individual.
Imagine like you have to wear it, and one day you don't wear it, and like the professor's like, "Where's your sign? Put the sign on." And they're just like forcing you to wear it all the time.
Dang.
I mean, I'll be honest. I don't think that's as bad though as going in the carcer, which is basically prison.
I think it depends how heavy the sign is, because back in the day, they probably had like a big block of wood that you had to wear. And over time, that's going to be a real strain on your neck, especially if you're just a little lad.
That's true.
Yeah.
Yeah, keep in mind too, I think we're only talking about physical pain, I believe. Anyway, next up, we have one doll, which is writing your name 100 times, just like Bart Simpson. Now, I will say,
this still happens today.
probably does matter how long your name is. Like, what if you have a name that's only like 5 letters total versus a name that's 20 letters total? That's a huge difference at how many letters you actually have to write.
I had to do this once before, and it's pretty easy, because my whole name's only 8 letters, so I was just like...
Adam Beck.
At the same time, because me and my friend both got in trouble at the same time, but his name was like 25 letters. So I was finished. I was on number 100 and he was only on like 47. So I just left, and his hand probably fell off.
Did you have to do it because you couldn't spell your name right on any exam that you took? So they forced you to write it 100 times to make sure that you were able to?
Wait, Adam, did they make you write your middle name too?
No, just first last.
Oh.
I said I didn't have a middle name.
What is your middle name?
His middle name is Dingle Dong Doofus.
Guys, comment down below what you think my middle name is. I'll heart the one that's right.
Dingle Dong Doofus.
I wonder what the Dole scale gets up to. Next up is 1.3 on the Dole scale, and it is standing in a corner. Standing burns about 100 to 200 calories per hour compared to sitting, which burns 60 to 130. Wait, this is the best punishment yet. You get to burn calories in class? I'm gonna look good for the ladies.
It is pretty embarrassing though if you're just standing in the corner and
Yeah.
everybody else is learning and you're standing in the corner just like this.
Yeah, they
It's
usually
so-
make you face the wall too. I've actually had this happen to me before. It's pretty embarrassing, especially if you're gassy too.
I never had to do the standing in corner punishment, but I got the punishment of being kicked out of the class and having to sit in the hallway. That one's pretty embarrassing too, because then a lot of people
Oh, yeah.
and teachers who like walk by you know that you did something bad. And how you're awkwardly looking up at them like you're a little puppy, like you're a lost puppy. Please help.
Or you do the opposite and you're like, you sit back and you're the bad boy now.
Yeah, you're the cool guy. Whenever the girls saw that you were out in the hallway because you
Oh,
got kicked
yeah.
out, you're like, that's right.
I'm an idiot.
That's right. Next up, though, we have 1.5 doll 20 push-ups. That's honestly not too bad. Being forced to do this can be painful, but more so humiliating. I don't think it'd be that humiliating, though, if you're good at it. Like, if you get in the
Yeah.
front of the class and you just bust out 20 push-ups like Jack is doing right now, that's more impressive than anything else.
But imagine like you're a little kid that doesn't really know how to do push-ups and they make you do 20. It could be the most embarrassing thing in your life. Imagine like you're in front of the class with all the girls too, and you can only do 5 push-ups, and
Yeah,
then
that's
you go
embarrassing.
on your knees and you gotta like, ugh.
Yeah, no, that's true. That's true.
Yeah.
Next up, 1.8 on the doll scale, being screamed at. Long-term exposure to sounds above 85 dB can cause hearing damage, which is true. You can actually puncture
That's
your
crazy.
eardrums.
Yeah, but in order for that to happen, someone has to be yelling like directly in your ear, you know?
Like a military soldier. You maggot!
Hoorah!
What school is doing that to their kids?
Dumb! You're dumb! You're an idiot!
All right, next up is 2 on the Dole scale. That's 1 and 2. Taking away lunch. Oh, nutrition research suggests that taking away children's food should be illegal.
This should be $100. This should be 100. This would destroy me. That would be the worst thing possible. I'll take all the other ones combined than taking away my lunch. That is not cool. I need my peanut butter jelly sandwich. Next up, ladies and gentlemen, we have probably, I think, the strangest one so far. $2.5 to hold your pee.
Yes.
Holding your urine for too long can weaken the bladder muscles over time. What kind of a weird, deranged, psychotic punishment is that? To force somebody to hold their pee? What?
They do that
It
in
happens.
schools,
It
Alec.
happens.
It's happened to me before. Sometimes when you have a weak bladder, like some people, not me, just like some people, and you ask to go to the bathroom too many times, the teacher will be like, no, you've already gone 3 times this class.
They probably
You
think he's
can't go
ripping his
again."
vape or something. They think he's like going crazy in the bathroom or like.
Something, and then they don't let you go, and then you have to hold it, and it's pretty painful.
Yeah, but this is saying that it's a punishment, meaning like if someone cheated on an exam, their punishment would be, hey buddy, you can't pee for the next 5 hours. And then what, the teacher just watches you for the next 5 hours and makes sure that you don't pee?
This
That
is
so
probably
weird.
coupled with detention or the prison thing that we were talking about earlier.
It's honestly probably a punishment for somebody that abuses the bathroom pass, like somebody that uses it to just hang out. That
That's
they're
true.
Like, no,
also,
no, you.
also keep in mind, this is just holding your pee, so you're still allowed to go number 2.
I can't go number 2 without going number 1.
It's
I don't know if that's
practically
just
impossible.
a me
It's
thing.
the teacher
It's almost
is
like
watching
you can't keep your eyes open when you sneeze. It's the same thing. 3 on the Dole scale. Getting pinched. A pinched nerve occurs when too much pressure is applied to a nerve. I got a story. You have a story? I have a story.
I don't have a story, but I don't mind this actually. Like a punishment.
What is
to a
wrong
student.
with you guys?
I know it's probably illegal now to do that, but like a good little pinch could set you off in the right direction.
I mean, yeah, maybe a flick to the ear is very similar, but I didn't get ever punished by getting pinched, but there was a girl in 1st grade that I think had a crush on me. And do you know sometimes how like girls have crushes and then they try to like bully you because they don't understand how to express their feelings in a correct manner? So there was this one girl, I'm not going to mention names. What was her name? Her name was Ryan. And he was really mean.
Wait,
This is
Her
getting
name was
weird.
Ryan.
Nah,
And
it
he
was a
really
girl.
mean.
Nah, her last name was Ryan. Her first name was Jennifer. Okay, so she came up and then she would just pinch out of nowhere, and then she pinched me so hard one time that I actually started bleeding. It was way higher than a 3 on the Dole scale.
Oh, yeah. Go check up Buddy Biker.
Yeah, we dated for 5 years. It was nothing.
That's not true. Can confirm. My grandma used to pinch me and by the ear and pull me everywhere.
Yeah, look how he turned out.
Our grandma did that with Adam's nose.
Yeah,
Yeah,
look how
she
you
really-
turned out. Huge nose. I mean, gargantuan even.
Grandma, you ruined me. Why would you do this to me, Grandma? Next up is 3.5 on a Dole scale. Getting hit with a wooden ruler. There's no way. Okay, we're really jumping up. The Dole scale must be like times 10 multiplier because this is insane. Teachers and principals are allowed to strike a child in this situations with ruler.
That sentence didn't really work.
Yes.
But
Adam got hit with wooden rulers a few times, I think, back in the day.
No, I've never gotten hit. I
How
think
do you
that
guys
that
feel
probably got
about-
banned in the 90s.
yeah, how do you guys feel about these sort of punishments? Because it's not like this isn't that normal anymore. Like you're not really allowed to do that, but
No.
it used to be very normal. What do you guys think that's good or
My
bad? or-
dad said he got hit a lot with the wooden ruler.
Right.
I think that sometimes it was good, sometimes it was bad, you know? Sometimes it would cause trauma and emotional damage, but
Yeah.
sometimes I feel like sometimes teachers would just take out their anger on children
Yeah.
and they would have the excuse of being able to hit the kids.
Yeah.
That's a great point, dude. No wonder like we have a lack of teachers now, but back in the day, it must have been so much fun to be a teacher. you have an excuse to just be slapping kids with rulers.
You're pretty much a
That
military sergeant
sounds
at that
awesome.
point.
Are you kidding me?
Yes.
They
They
had
all
so
went
much
over
more
to the
power.
military now.
Yeah, imagine
Yeah.
the teachers too that have been a teacher for like 30 years, and in their first 10 years they were allowed to like, hit the students with rulers, and they can't anymore. Must be so
Do
boring.
we know if back then, because they were able to hit the kids with rulers, were they able to hit each other, like fellow teachers with rulers? Were there ruler slap-offs?
Probably.
Like duels with the rulers, they did.
Yeah,
they did
instead of
Star Wars
lightsabers,
duels.
they had wooden rulers, and the winner would be able to slap the kids.
Yeah, they probably all went behind the dumpsters to do that.
I guess I'll ask my dad.
Next up, we have $4 for slapped. A father actually died from a game of slaps with his son.
They have a whole game show now about well, not a game show, but a whole series.
Wait, the father
It's
died?
called slap
Yeah,
boxing.
wait, that might be the ultimate like coming of age situation for a son.
Was the kid Dwayne The Rock Johnson, perhaps?
He owned his dad so bad that he eliminated his dad by slapping him.
That's really sad, actually.
That's really sad.
Next up, 5 on the Dole scale, standing on a chair and pulling your ears. This was a punishment that was meted out both at school and at home. People don't do this anymore, guys. It is illegal. Now, what does the chair have to do with
why do you have
the
to sit
ears?
on the chair? I don't know. I don't get that point.
Can I just sit on the chair? Do I need a chair to be involved?
It's to get more leverage.
Can I do it without a chair? Can I do it on a table?
Has to
I
be
used
on
to
a chair.
do the monkey face where you do this. But then my parents told me that my face would get stuck like that, so then I stopped doing it. That's a myth, though, I think.
It's a myth, yeah. I heard the same myth about when you get hit with a soccer ball, whatever face you were making, it would get stuck like that.
That's a pretty funny one.
Next up is a 5 on the Dole scale. It's called hands up. One is made to raise his or her hand above their head for a period of time.
Let's all play.
It can't be that painful, right?
Let's do it until it starts to hurt.
Actually, we okay. So Jack for Christmas got us like boxing training lessons, and one of the sessions we just had to hold our hands above our head for like 30 minutes, and it burns.
This
It
is really-
feels like torture.
Alec is already busting up a sweat.
I know. I
Alec,
was gonna
how are
say,
you sweating more than me now?
This is like 10 on the Dole for me, just because it's it's embarrassing. This is humiliating because I'm
Your
sweating
arms
so
are
much.
so massive. That's why. It's more weight for you.
Next up, we have 5.5 dolls kneeling on frozen peas. The coldness of the peas would quickly cause a burning sensation.
Interesting.
Who comes up with that? That's such a weird punishment. Hey, kid,
Definitely.
kneel on these peas for the next hour because you failed your exam. It's so strange.
50-year-old Karens definitely came up with that, and then they would cook the peas or immediately after. Next up, 6 on the Dole scale, struck with rubber bands. The biggest rubber band ball in the world was made with 700,000 rubber bands. The more
Arms
you know.
higher, Adam.
Higher, Adam,
sorry,
straight
Adam.
up. All right, guys, so 6 on the Dole scale. I gotta say, this can go up to at least a 60 for me. I don't know if you guys used to play this game back in elementary school and middle school, but it was basically where you had the rubber bands, and then you would get a piece of duct tape, and then you would fold it up so that you had basically a weapon, and then you would put it around the rubber band and then fling it into other kids, and it hurt a lot.
I don't know if you guys have picked up on this quite yet, but Jack was a really bad student.
No, I just like to experiment. Whew.
Arms up, Adam!
Is anybody at a 5 yet? Because I might be at a 7.
I just did shoulders today too.
My shoulders are crushing me right now. All right, next up we have 6.5, struck with an apple. Like, really? What are we talking about anymore? That's one way of getting your daily dose of vitamins. Apparently, teachers used to throw apples at their students. What?
Actually, that makes sense. I could picture, right? Little Jimmy going in. Little Jimmy missed a few days of school. Little Jimmy goes in, gives the teacher a nice shiny apple. Teacher doesn't like it. She picks it up. She strikes Jimmy with the apple.
I wanted green! You know I hate red apples. Next up is 7 on the Dole scale, poked with cactus needles. Eating cactus can reduce body fat, blood pressure, and cholesterol levels.
What
Why
does that
do the
have to do with
facts have
being
nothing
poked?
to do with the pain levels?
What is wrong with these teachers? My shoulders are on
I
fire!
mean, guys, put your hands down. I don't want to lose this.
Poked with cactus needles. Eating cactus. Oh, we already did this one.
How is this only a 5?
7 Dole. 10-minute mile. Students have to run a mile in 10 minutes, sometimes causing exhaustion.
All right, that's easy.
That's not bad. If you can't run a mile in 10 minutes, you got to work on that. Come
A lot
on.
of people can't. A lot of people can't. Also, too, I feel like they still do this, but not as a punishment. They just do it in gym class to, like, see how fit you are.
Yeah. Back in my day, we only had to beat 15 minutes to actually pass, and so I just did like a power walk the whole way around. I didn't even try. Anyway, next up we have 7.5. Oh,
Adam's out. Adam's out.
I
Yes.
gave me out.
Oh, thank God.
Teacher, I learned my lesson. I'll never do
Adam
it
loses.
again.
That's all that matters.
I guess I won because Jack put his out.
Now we both won. Adam lost. That's all that matters.
Fine. Honestly, that's okay by me as long as Adam loses. Anyway, next up we have $7.5. Wash mouth with soap? That's just gross. That's just like, why are we doing that? Really? Hand soaps can cause harmful effects such as vomiting or diarrhea.
Yeah.
I never did this in school, but my mom made me do it one time when I said some bad words that start with F and end with other letters.
I'm telling you guys, Jack is
Jack's a little
exposing
bad
himself
boy.
today.
Jack probably
said fire
farted.
truck.
Jack probably farted out a bubble.
I said, I hate you, Mom. You can't make me go to school. She said, eat soap, idiot. 8 on the Dole scale.
Oh crap! Metal ruler on knuckles. This is a especially painful as the skin on the knuckles is so thin. We're getting serious now. 8 on the dull scale is like, ow.
Yeah, I could imagine that being extremely painful,
Yes.
especially because it's a metal ruler.
Yeah, my teacher had one that was like 3 meters long, and it was thick. It's like this thick. I can't even imagine getting hit by that thing.
Oh, yeah, like a yardstick, right?
Yeah. It was bad. It was real bad. I never got hit, but thought about it.
Next up, 8.5 doll, spraying lemon juice in your eyes.
Okay.
Acidic splashes can be toxic to the ocular surface of the eye, if you didn't know.
That's such
Not
a
good.
crazy thing to do to a child. Like, they're doing this to like 10-year-old kids probably.
Yeah.
You
Open
got
up!
70% on your test!
That's so crazy. They just have like a whole drawer next to them full of lemons, just ready to go crazy.
And this makes me think, like, what situation would cause the teacher to think, oh, this punishment fits the crime? The first thing I thought of is like maybe he got caught looking, like cheating off someone's test or something.
Oh.
And then the
I totally
punishment
never did
fits the
that
crime.
before.
You gotta
Punishment is they're now blind.
Yes.
So they can
something
no
like
longer
that.
cheat. I
Next
like
up,
that.
next up, we have 9 dolls for giving a good old spanking. Spanking is a common form of corporal punishment involving the act of striking. Interesting.
Yeah.
Okay, what is the photo though? Because it says spanking, but that teacher's clearly just punching this dude in the face.
Well,
She's spanking his
it's
face.
a slap. That's a slap.
Yeah.
I thought spanking is
A
like on the
spank is with
booty cheeks.
Yeah, that's got to be with the tush.
For the most
Yeah.
part, yeah. So spanking used to be very common back in the day. Usually it was only 1 or 2 spanks. And I actually heard that a lot of kids would put like books or something in their pants when they knew they were going to get a spanking so that it didn't hurt as bad.
Yeah, and they usually wouldn't spank with their hands. It would be with a huge wooden paddle. So
Yes.
that's probably why they didn't notice that books were in their butt.
That's so crazy that was allowed.
Yep. Adam, what's this next one?
It is a 10. That we are in the double digits now on the dull scale. It is called. Wait, this is French. Alec, can you please?
No, you got it.
Please help me.
You got it, Adam.
You can do it.
Voich.
Is
That's
that right,
not
Alec?
Russian. I have no idea what that word
Dude,
says.
you're literally half French. You
I
have a
would
dual
say
citizenship.
Voaka.
In France, students left with the were given manual labor or corporal punishment.
corporal punishment. What does that even mean?
Let's move on. What?
That sounds
Interesting.
awful.
Huh. I thought they were just giving like a cool shark tooth necklace based off of that picture. Next up, number 10 on the dull scale, slippering. The slipper may not have been as physically painful as the cane. Still, it was painful.
Does that mean you get slapped with a slipper?
I think you get slapped with a slipper.
That's
you
not
think
that
so?
bad. That's not
Yeah,
that
you
bad.
definitely get hit with
Slippering.
a slipper.
Just a good old slippering.
Wait, next is 10.5 and you're forced to do a handstand? But a lot of people can't even do it. I can't even do a handstand. How are you going to force someone to do something that they can't even do?
Dang. Well, you could probably lean them up against a wall.
Oh yeah, you could do that. Or just hold their legs because they're tiny.
Oh yeah.
Well, that's got to be way worse than having to hold your hands up like we just did, and that sucked. That was terrible.
Yep.
That is a torturing method. Like in wars, they would just tie people to chairs and then flip the chair upside down. Just hold it
Well, yeah,
there.
if you're upside down for too long, you can actually die.
Yeah.
Yeah, because there's too much blood that gets into your brain,
Your heart isn't designed to push
and then
blood.
and then your head explodes from all the pressure.
That doesn't happen. Next up is 11 on the dull scale. It's called Chile in de Mouth. Pepper and Scoville units are said to have topped the hotness scale at 3 million. We choose to do this, guys, in videos, but these kids
Yeah.
did not.
Yeah.
That's a pretty messed up thing to make a child do. I mean, I get it if it's like a jalapeno, not that bad, but if it's like a ghost pepper, that is like a punishment. That is a true punishment.
Yeah,
I
we
used
know by
to-
experience, like, it's really bad.
I used to suck my thumb a lot growing up, but I did until I was like 8 or 9 years old, which is really old to still be sucking your thumb.
You still do it in
And
your sleep.
You still
why
do
do
it
you
today.
know that? No, I don't.
Now you suck on my thumb.
Anyway, to prevent me from continuing to suck my thumb, my parents used to put hot sauce all over my thumbs so that I couldn't suck them anymore. Or if I did, it would just hurt really bad. Yeah.
So do you like hot sauce now?
No, I hate hot sauce.
He would
I have
fight through the
PTSD. Sometimes I would try and it would just hurt. I would start crying.
It hurts so good.
Someone get me blue cheese.
Yeah, pretty much.
Next up, 11.5 on a dole. It's soap in the eyes. Okay.
What is up with this lemon juice and soap in the eyeballs? What
Soap
kind
is
of messed
brutal.
up people are doing
Like,
that?
remember anytime you guys are showering and like you get that little bit of soap in your eye, it can sometimes hurt up to 15 minutes of just constant pain.
Yeah, it says it can cause serious eye damage, which makes sense. But I wonder if back in the day they thought it was like cleaning your eyeball.
Oh yeah.
Because I feel like back then they didn't know anything about medicine, and so because soap is good for like cleaning your hands, maybe they thought it was good for cleaning your eyeballs too. But it definitely is not.
Are you calling my grandmom stupid?
No,
Yes, I am.
I think it was definitely a punishment.
There's definitely a punishment. It's on literally the list of the most painful school punishments.
Nah, maybe I thought they were just cleaning their eyes.
Yeah, Alec is dumb. Okay, we're getting to the final stretch of this list, and it's getting pretty brutal.
12 on the Doe scale. Foot whipping. A method of inflicting pain by beating on the soles of a person's bare feet.
With what, though? What is that?
A whip.
A
It's
whip.
a whip.
It's a whip, Alec.
Oh, I thought it was
Have
a
you never
trombone.
seen a whip? It literally says foot whipping.
Yeah, but why does it look like a trombone?
Okay.
I don't know. They used to do this back in the day during slavery time, so I'm very surprised that this is as recent as like the 50s. That
But
seems
why would
really
they do the
messed up.
soles of their feet? Like,
It's
that's
very
such a
sensitive.
random
Yeah.
way. I feel like the teachers are they chose the soles of their feet on purpose.
Okay, I know the punishment fits the crime here. Probably the kid wasn't staying in his seat. He was probably walking all over the place, talking to everyone. But if they strike the person's bare feet, then they would have to sit down, because if they stood on their feet, then it would be like incredibly painful.
It makes sense. Or they just looked at them funny, and then the
Yeah.
teacher's having a bad day.
Next, we have 13 dolls getting hit in the funny bone, squashing your ulnar nerve into your medial. Oh God. Epicondyle bone is irritating.
I hate when my ulnar nerve busts into my medical epidendyle. I hate that so much.
It's pretty funny
the
when it happens,
worst.
though. It's your funny bone.
Yeah, we got it. Okay, next up is 14 on the Dole scale. Picking up broken glass barehanded. Broken glass is a healthy hazard and could cause infections. Whoa, what?
That's crazy.
There's no way that's real, right?
What? So wait, are
Imagine
you
being a
telling me?
teacher.
Yeah.
Imagine being a teacher. If someone says something silly in the back of the class, you walk up to them. You have a bottle in your hand. You slam it on the ground and you go, "Pick it up! Pick up every single piece!"
It sounds like the Karate Kid movie.
To be honest, though, if I was a kid, right, and my teacher, if Miss Jamie did that to me, I would never do anything bad ever again.
All right,
Yeah,
get her back.
I think I'd start picking it up and throwing the little shards at her. Take
No, you
that.
would not.
No, I wouldn't do that.
You
There's
would
no
cry
way.
to your mommy.
You'd be so sad. You would start sucking your thumb. Put a little hot sauce on it. Next up, 14.5 on the Dole scale. We have fun here. Cop attack. Back in the time, cops often used to beat students with batons as a power display.
I
Now,
like that.
I
That's
said
the first
earlier,
one I agree with.
I said earlier it must have been really fun to be a teacher. It must have been way more fun to be a cop. Imagine
Okay,
getting
dude.
that phone call. Hey,
No rules.
I need you to come in and start beating this child with your baton.
I need you to
Alright.
beat the snot out of little Jimmy because he got a 65 on his test.
Wow. Next up, we have another whipping one. What's up with all these whipping ones? This one's $15 and it's called the whipping boy. The practice originated in the 16th century when Edward VI became king. He was 10.
So they would just whip
A
boys.
10-year-old
So
was
many
king?
questions. I have so many questions. There's
probably-
how is a 10-year-old king? And also, why would he decide to make this rule where you can now whip 10-year-old kids?
He
probably
probably
got
went to
bullied.
school with other kids and then, got bullied. And he was like, we're going to whip kids from now on. We're going
It's
to whip them.
kind of awesome, then.
We're gonna whip these kids if they're bad.
Next up is 15 on the Dole scale. It's called Reform School. A reform school was a penal institution known by some as a pain factory.
So the reform schools were for bad children that would not behave, and they would get probably everything that we've seen on the list would happen in these reform schools.
Yeah, it's kind of like a military school, I guess, but even worse.
Seems like worse. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. 17 on the Dole scale, we have Vergonia, translated as shame. Students punished under this system were hit with wooden clogs. That's terrible. I don't know why I'm laughing. That's so bad.
They're getting real creative now with what they're smacking their kids with. They've gone through everything to the point where they're at wooden clogs now.
We're gonna whip you. We're gonna throw wooden clogs at you. Pick up the glass. We're gonna put lemon juice in your eyes.
That's insane. Next up, though, we have 18 on the doll, which is Welsh knot. The Welsh knot was an item used by schools in Wales in the 18th and 19th centuries.
I think they just hit him with the wood. At this point, they probably just hit him with everything. We're getting pretty high up on the Dole scale.
Apparently, it was a wooden token so that kids wouldn't speak Welsh. They did not want kids speaking Welsh. So if they did, they would be giving this token as shame.
That's not bad at all.
Yeah, why would they not want people in Wales to speak Welsh? It's weird.
I don't know. They didn't want them to.
Probably the 10-year-old king, just making up random rules. Everybody will speak Italian now. I'm king. I'm dead. Next up is 18.5 on the Dole scale. It is It consists of a strip of leather with one end split into a number of tails. That's just another form of whipping, probably in India. Let's move on.
Well, speaking of India, the next one is 19 dolls called Murga. And Murga is a stress position used as a corporal punishment mainly in parts of India.
We
They're
should
just
all
stretching
try
out the
this.
hammies. They're just stretching out the hammies.
Dude, I'm not trying that. There's no way. That would
It
hurt.
looks like yoga.
It would hurt me so bad. But they probably have a teacher like pushing you down too, and
Oh,
like forcing
yeah.
you to like stretch your hamstrings.
Yeah. I mean, by the end though, your hamstrings are gonna be so stretched.
I know. I'm so unflexible that would crush me. That would hurt really bad for me.
Yeah, and you got a lot of upper body weight too falling down on you.
Okay, we don't need all that. Thank you. For
Next
that.
next up is 22 on the dole. Well, I wonder if something's gonna be 100. This one's caning. Caning is a form of corporal punishment consisting of several hits with a cane.
Yep. They're just making up more random items to hit their
Yep.
students with. They're now
hitting
we're on the
You shall
cane.
be caned.
This was definitely just some old teacher that walked around with the cane and couldn't be bothered to pick up any of the other whipping items, and so he just started smacking them with his cane.
This
And then he
next
would probably fall over. Next up, 26 dole. You were forced to stare at the sun for 5 minutes.
Adam's
no
got a
wonder
good
so many
story here.
people's. Wait, what? Oh, wait. Okay, so I don't know.
So dumb. I can't wait for you guys to hear this.
I think I heard it from somewhere. I made it up in my head, but there was this thing that I had in my mind that was like, if you stare at the sun, it actually improves your vision. So I started staring at the sun to help my vision, but then I later found out that it actually is really bad for your eyesight and actually can cause you to lose your vision.
Yeah. Didn't you just have competition with your friends, and like whoever could stare at the sun longest wins?
Yeah, we played fun games like that.
That's terrible. Do not do that. That's awful. But these guys had to stare at the sun for 5 minutes straight
As punishment. They
They're
probably went
definitely all
blind.
Yeah. That's crazy.
When I stared at it maybe for like 20 seconds max, and there started to be huge black spots in my vision for a good 5 minutes afterwards. Not good. So imagine 5 minutes.
Okay, bro, what on earth is this next one? We're getting insane now. This is 31 dolls to swallow glass. Are you kidding? Broken glass can cut your throat, your esophagus, and your stomach if it gets stuck.
That's crazy.
What? What
was
could
this
you
legal?
possibly have done in school to be forced to swallow glass? That's insane.
Where did they allow this?
That's, I almost don't even believe it. That's crazy. That's easily the worst one yet, and it's only gonna get worse, apparently.
That could kill you.
That is child abuse right there.
All right, next up is even higher. It's 36 on the doll scale. It's you just get tased. People shocked by tasers
What?
often call the experience the most painful of their lives.
Come here, little Jimmy.
This is like a punishment reserved for people that do like horrible things in school. Like if you like, let's say like bring a firearm to school, then yeah, you're probably gonna get tased. But like if you do something bad, like let's say you knock over a glass and it breaks by accident, if you get tased for that, that is insane.
No talking in my class.
Wow.
That would be so fun to have a taser gun though as a teacher.
We should make it like a TV show around all of these, and each episode is around the next thing.
Yeah, you won't
What
see
is-
me.
That would
what
be a
is
swallow
2
glass.
divided by 2.
If you get it wrong, you're getting tased, little Jimmy. That's pretty funny, actually. Wow.
That's crazy.
Yeah, we're gonna have to do that outside of the country though.
Next up, 37 on the dole scale, dangled over smoking hot chilies. Unruly Aztec children were punished by being held over smoking habanero peppers.
That
At
doesn't
that
have
point,
nothing to
Burn
say.
their nose, burn their eyeballs, right? It would like burn all of their orifices.
I think at that point you just set them on fire. It's probably
Don't
like the
even
closest thing to
know what
that.
to say to that. That's
All right, this next one is actually insane. This one is a 40 on the doll scale, and you literally just get tied to a crucifix.
that is what Jesus died for our sins for.
Yeah,
And
police-
students are doing that.
Police
As a death
charged
sentence.
police charged a Nigerian teacher for tying late students to a crucifix and flogging them. Someone's got to look up what the word flogging means.
That just
You don't
means
want to
like,
know, Adam.
That means like slapping them with a
Oh
piece of
my
wood.
gosh, are you kidding me?
So not only they're
Yep.
hanging there like this, tied up, but now they're also getting spanked
Dude,
by some
it's-
Nigerian teacher.
all they did was they showed up late for class.
That's
They're-
crazy.
I mean,
Wow.
there's no way they ever showed up late again.
What's even crazier is the next one, though. 52 dolls, and the punishment is to get kicked in the bowels.
This seems a little messed up.
3 Kenyan school teachers went into hiding in 2018 after doing this to a poor child.
Hold on. Wait, you're telling me not 1, not 2, but 3 school teachers kicked one student in the balls. Like,
Imagine
not
if 3
1,
of
not
us are
2, but 3.
Dude, we should become teachers, guys. Come on.
That's crazy.
That would
No.
be so
No.
funny. The
I
3
do
of us
not
get
wanna-
together. and-
No.
You know how like sometimes there's a specific student that just bullies all of their teachers? Like they're just so rude to them. It was probably that kind of student. And then these teachers got together and were like, yo, dude, what do you think about just kicking this guy in the balls? And they all agreed.
I heard it's a 52 on the Dole scale.
After the second one, the kid had to be numb.
One of the teachers probably held him straight while the other 2 were just kicking him.
That's so messed
No, we
up.
could tie him to a crucifix and flog him, but that's not as painful as kicking him in the nuts
My
3 times.
It's just so
All right,
crazy.
we've
Can't
made
believe
it.
that.
We've made it to the end of the list. This is 55 on the Dole scale. This is the most painful punishment that happened in school. It was stung by a velvet ant, also known as a cow killer.
Oh my goodness.
This is one of the most painful stings that you can have from an insect in the entire world. This is like top 3.
Do you guys think that like it was the biology teacher that did this?
It was definitely someone that knew his stuff. I think the cow killer could kill you.
But does this dude just like have a cow killer like in his desk that he just keeps alive for these situations? That's
Probably.
so crazy.
Maybe he dangles it like above the classroom so they all know what they're getting into.
We actually
Wow.
reacted. We watched a video that's all about the cow killer. And if you guys want to watch that, then click this video right here.
Do it or else Adam will kick you in the balls.